All right, welcome to season 2 of the Brown Balls podcast. We finished our first year. This is year 2. Kenny, brother, how you doing, man?
Good, man. On to the year 2.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We have a lot to go over today. He's over here flashing his Rams jersey, which they won during the COVID era. So is that an asterisk thing?
It was not during COVID. Brady was more of a COVID era than the Rams were. Rams wanted
No.
2022. They wanted
Still, we
2022.
were in lockdown at the time, right?
No. We were not locked down like we were like Tampa was, though. Nope. The year before when Brady won.
But we have a lot of stuff to go over today, mostly about football because we have football season starting on Thursday. The date is finally here. It's going to be against the Eagles and the Cowboys, your second favorite team, the Cowboys.
All over again.
And we'll start there because the breaking news happened right after we recorded our podcast, and that is Micah Parsons being traded to the Green Bay Packers for a couple of picks and a Pro Bowler. So, as we know, Jerry Jones, this was the whole off-season drama. They had done a handshake deal, and then apparently Micah wanted his agent involved, and Jerry didn't like that. I guess he was a little upset about that. And I think you and I talked about it last time, just like, dude, he's gonna sign. It's gonna happen. Like, come on, man. And the next day, breaking news: Jerry Jones actually did it. He traded away Micah Parsons. $48 million a year, highest paid defensive player of all time, I believe. What are your thoughts, man? First of all, as a Cowboys fan, and overall as a.
All right, as you know, man, Cowboys are my second favorite team.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not a big fan of Jerry Jones because he gets in between team, success and his personal feelings, right? And that's what ended up happening. Like, we talked about this about 3-4 weeks ago. You asked me that question. Do you think Micah is going to be traded, or is this smokes? I thought it was just a negotiation standpoint. He wanted his deal, and, he just demanded a trade for a hell of it. I really didn't think this was going to happen, where Micah Parsons would be traded. Like, holy shit, man. And when this news came out, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday when he came out, that he got traded to Green Bay Packers, I was like, whoa, Green Bay Packers out of all teams. And then I was expecting like a like crazy return back, I mean, they did get 2 first-round picks. Like, don't get me wrong, those are great in NFL. Getting 2 first-round picks, they're valuable because first-rounders are, ready to come and play and contribute right away. But I was just so shocked that, they only got 2 first-round picks, and they got the all-pro defensive player as well in return. Yeah. But I was expecting more like 2 first-round picks and like a 3rd rounder and a 4th rounder, like a haul for him, but they didn't. And, the thing is this, man, I still feel that, look, getting 2 first-round picks is still great for Micah Parsons, but the team they traded him to, man, the part that I hate the most is that they could have traded him to like a team like Cleveland or like a team like Jaguars. Those first-round picks are more valuable. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you a stat, man, or not a stat. Let me have you guess. When did Packers have a top 10 pick? When was the last time Packers had a top 10 pick?
I don't remember, honestly.
Just give me a guess.
Not Jordan Love. They moved up together.
No, yeah.
Later rounds, right?
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers?
Around that time, but it was 2009. It was about 14 years ago, man. Whatever the case is. So what I'm trying to say is that getting that 2 first-round picks I'm not a fan of is because Packers usually are not like bottom 10. Shit, right. They're not even bottom like 15, to be honest with you. They're always in a contention, a wild card or even a division. They're always winning games. They're consistently winning like 9 to 11 games. They're always up there. So they're never a bottom tier teams that that first round pick is gonna be great. That might turn into a top 5 pick, like something like what Detroit gambled with when they traded Stafford away. They hoped that Rams will, have a bad year, which they did. I don't even remember that. It was a Stafford's 3rd year, and our first round pick went to Detroit, and Rams actually had like the 6th or 7th worst record, and Detroit got that. So I mean, I don't think Packers gonna be that bad. So I just hate the fact that, look, they could have got more for Micah Parsons. I felt like feelings were hurt in this case when ownership thinks that, hey, I'm the billionaire. My feelings is hurt. Micah said one thing, and then he went back, and Micah's right in his own place, saying that, hey, look, I like the deal. Let me talk to my representative. I mean, in the end, you deal with the agent. You don't deal with the player, man. It's not player representing himself. It's represented by an agent, you know? And Jerry Jones should realize that the agent that represents Micah Parsons is also the same agent that represents George Pickett.
Yeah.
Who's a receiver right now, who they traded from Steelers, who's also eligible for a contract next year. So what's going to happen now?
He's going to get waived.
He's gone, right? And so,
but yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone, man. There's no way that it's going to happen, you know? So, I don't know, man. I hate the deal. If you're Dallas fan base, which I'm Cowboys my second favorite team, Rams my favorite first. But, like, if you're just Dallas fan base, imagine trading a 25-year-old Luka 6 months ago and then trading a 26-year-old Micah Parsons, man.
Yeah.
They're both technically a generational players, you know? But what's your take on this?
So I think what you said was very true, which is around they could have gotten more. But this is just like the Luka trade. Like they couldn't have said we're looking for people. Like, you know, the week before this trade happened, Jerry, they had said, oh, there's a lot of interest in Micah Parsons. A lot of teams are calling. They're like, we're not fielding any calls. We're not taking any calls. Like, this is not going to happen, right? And then all of a sudden they decided to trade him. This is like, all right, who's the best of it? It's kind of like Luka thing. Like everyone in Dallas was like, we could have gotten more for Luka. If they had offered more, we could have gotten more. But this is what we got. And same thing with Mike Parsons. Like they could have gotten more, but they didn't want the news to be out there that they had proposed it. They're very serious.
Was out there, right? Micah demanded a trade. Luka never did, right? The news. That's the only difference is. Micah demanded a trade. Micah came out from his agent and said that we want to trade from Dallas. Like, because our contract is not matching up. They're not agreeing with us. We want to trade. So the news was out there that Micah demanded a trade. So if Dallas would have came out and said that, hey, we'll explore everything. If Micah's wish is to be traded, we will look in that avenue and we'll also look to re-sign him as well. Everything is open. That's what I'm trying to say. It was out there, you know, and Dallas could have played this perfectly well because I really felt that they could have been like, look, honestly, man, the narrative could have changed saying that Micah wanted a trade. We wanted him back. Mm-hmm. If I was Jerry Jones, is what I would have said. If I would have got so much for him, like for like Jaguars or Cleveland or whoever, I would have been like, look, we wanted Micah, but Micah's wishes was to be traded from Dallas. We wanted Micah to wear the star on his helmet forever. Micah did not want to be a Dallas. When a player does not want to be a Cowboy, we need to fulfill that and trade him. That's what Jerry Buss usually says. Shaq did not want to be a Laker anymore. So we fulfill his wish and we trade him to Miami Heat. No one hated Jerry West for trading Shaq in his almost end of prime right there, you know? That's what Jerry Jones should have played as, you know? And honestly, I really feel there's good teams. What I think is that teams gave a better offer, but I just felt that it came down to that Packers were willing to give Micah what he wanted, and other teams were like, we'll take him for a 1-year rental. That's what I think happened.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so I don't do this very often, okay? But I will defend the Cowboys here. Okay. So he got 4-year, $188 million, which is about, and it's $120 million fully guaranteed and 136 total guarantees. Right?
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones was not going to get to a number. No one was going to get to a number.
Yeah.
No matter who you ask. Jerry Jones was, I think he was at $42 million a year. He was not getting to $48 million, right?
Yeah.
And Micah Parsons, show me his playoff highlights.
Exactly.
Right? So what are you getting here? Okay. So now they have this, fifth highest paid quarterback in the league, in Jordan Love, who everyone says is a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
And the only legitimate star they actually do have is Micah Parsons, who can only play one position. He's in defense. And by the way, they had an excellent pass defense last year and the pass rusher. What did you improve? Nothing. Okay. Obviously, he's in a country a lot more, right? Obviously, we get that. I'm not diminishing it. And the Cowboys and Jerry Jones knows with Dak, CD Lamb, Pickens, and his new coach, they're not winning anything. If you're going to pay somebody $42 million, $44 million a year, you're expected to win it all. And that team with Micah Parsons was not going to win it all for the next at least 3 to 4 years. So why would he want to pay this money to him?
I agree.
Why? Just to become a mediocre team? Like you and I did if we were to do our placement, you had them at the third in the division, right? You had them behind, you had in front of the Giants, but behind the Commanders and the Eagles. So why would you want to pay them? Explain to me. Well, why would I give somebody 40 minutes, have him become the highest paid defensive player ever just to miss the playoffs?
I agree.
Bad investment in my mind. He knows this team's not going to go anywhere. He knows this is not a championship team. If they were that close, if they had a great offense, a legit superstar coach, and they're like, we're gonna go all in, okay, we'll pay the guy whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But they're not there, so why the heck would they ever want to pay him? That's my only thing. That's why in a group chat I said it's actually a win-win for both teams. Packers got their star, overpaid him honestly. And another part of this is also, which I think Micah is going to learn the hard way, is he loves his podcast. He's very, very in tune to his podcast. He's a podcastee of the NFL, like Paul George is for the NBA, right? But the podcast was popular because he was a Cowboy. No one is going to give a shit if he's in Green Bay now. No one's listening to him. You're a Cowboy. That is how you got your clicks. That is how you got your listens. The Green Bay Packer fans, as diehard as they are, they're not going to give you the numbers that the Cowboys are. So I think that's another thing he's going to be a reason to realize is that his popularity for his podcast, which again he wants to be very influential in media, like how Draymond Green has become. He wants to be that kind of a level of player. He's not going to get that with the Packers. So those two things. That's why I honestly, I do think, just like with Jordan Love, the Packers overpaid another player. In your opinion, are the Packers legitimate contenders? Like legitimate?
No.
Like obviously the ceiling is they can make the Super Bowl, but like, are you like, okay, hands down, they're going to be the Eagles for sure?
No. I completely agree with everything you said about that, man. Well, Micah Parsons. There was something I was trying to look up. It came across my feed. I think it was right here actually. Let me get that. I think it might be here. But basically, what it was is that they compared him to one of the Ravens player, who plays the same position, and Micah Parsons, that Ravens player, averaged the same amount of sack, which is 4 point something, But one person's getting paid 40 something, another person's getting paid like 3.1 million. It's crazy, man. And you know what? You're right. And the reason why Micah Parsons is Micah Parsons is because he played for that franchise that's always out there. And to be honest with you, it doesn't matter how it's like the Lakers or New York Knicks or New York Yankees. It doesn't matter how badly the team sucks, it's still going to be getting televised no matter what. Like it'll be on, primetime game, and Micah Parsons was good enough where he actually performed during those primetime games. He became a household name. And then also with his podcast. In Green Bay, man, those fans are loyal. Those fans are intelligent. They're not Cowboys fans, man. Green Bay fans are intelligent fans, man.
And very passionate.
They're loyal as hell, man. They travel anywhere they go, man. It's a small market team, but like they travel with that team like no other. They're very intelligent. They will not put up with bullshit that Micah Parsons did with Dallas, with his podcast and shit. Like, it's not going to work, man. It's not going to go too well for them. And I do agree that him getting that type of money, I don't feel that he's a enforcer, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
He's not a Jalen Carter or Aaron Donalds. I mean, to be honest with you, man, like I hate comparing this, but like Verse from the Rams is more threat, than Parsons is.
I give you that. Yeah.
Kobe Turner, Kobe Turner coming up.
Have something to rely on. Like in the playoffs, he showed up for the Cowboys. He didn't do anything in the playoffs.
No. And like the time that he was supposed to show up, they got their ass whooped. So
exactly.
And so Green Bay is celebrating like they're like I've heard like a lot of pundits out there that they're a contender now. Oh my God, they're Super Bowl favorite. Oh my God, they're gonna come out of the NFC, whatever division they're in, No, they're in North, they're not gonna do that, man. In that division, I agree. In that division you got Minnesota, Chicago, and Packers. I still feel Detroit's better. Detroit's one leg up in all of that three teams right there, man. Y'all Goff and you have Hutchinson on the defense, then you have those receivers and running backs. Detroit is a flat out team that's going to be out there, So and then after that it'll be whatever, like Green Bay and maybe Minnesota, whatever. Bay, and so I don't and to be honest with you, Micah Parsons not even healthy.
Yeah, he's like a back shots, right? Like some kind of
Like his
injections
agent just came out and like they said that he might be getting a steroid shot in his back,
yeah.
So he's not even healthy, So honestly, I feel that this trade is going to be a disaster. This trade reminds me more of that trade in Oakland when they traded him that player to Chicago. What's his name? Same player.
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack he was just like Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago gave the house for
Yep.
Khalil Mack. They
Did nothing for
thought that Khalil Mack is gonna change that Chicago Bears defense like crazy. Because defense was already good, and putting Khalil Mack there, woo! But nope,
Yeah.
they gave up so much, and that didn't really turn out well, right? And so he was good, but he wasn't that impactful, So I think it's gonna be a similar thing, And so, I mean, I don't know how Green Bay Packers will do. We'll see, but I don't think they're a contender right away, to be honest.
And so I guess in keeping with the Packers, right? Like this is all fine, right? And I get the fans like, oh yeah, on paper we got one of the best defense players in the league. We should be the favorites. The biggest thing with the Packers is Jordan Love.
Yeah.
We still don't know who he is. We don't know because he had that stretch of game where he was really good. After that, he's done nothing except be in and out of lineup. He's been injured. Excuses were given. Last year in the playoffs, 3 interceptions. Like, just the kid is not good. He looked really bad, right? So, that's so. Regardless of what happens in defense, they could be the best defense in the league. The offense is still questioned. They have a bunch of rookies out there, second-year players, a bunch of like wide receivers out there. They just traded their best running back this year, and now you got Jordan Love. So that's my only thing is like I know Packers fans are so passionate, and like, especially we have 2 Packer fans in our group, and like they hate whenever we talk shit about the Packers. But it's just like I'm just like just be realistic with me. Like, does this make sense? Where like, do you really believe Jordan Love? If it was Aaron Rodgers, no doubt, for sure, NFC Championship, I give it to you.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, like you said, I would say Jared Goff right now instead of Jordan Love. If you had Jared Goff, I probably feel a little bit better than Jordan Love.
I agree.
That's my only thing. Maybe this year we'll see the real Jordan Love. We don't know yet.
Third year
definitely makes it very interesting. But in my opinion, as it stands now, the Lions are still the better team in that division.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. And so it'll be wait and watch. I mean, I can't wait to hear Earful from my brother and our other friend of ours, Rohan, that Packers, we're going to be dominant. I don't know, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. They face off season opener.
Yep.
Lions and Packers. Detroit, let's see how that goes.
I mean, the Packers have a tough schedule too. They have Cincinnati. They got the Lions first week. They have Philly later on in the year. They got
week 4 is Cowboys and Green Bay, man, in Dallas. Yep. So that'll be very, very good.
If Mike is healthy, we'll see. He might not be healthy.
He might be injured by then too.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some more NFL news.
Yes.
So this was I hadn't heard before. So you can tell me. But Brady. Yep. I guess went on a podcast, was it? And he explained why they didn't draft Shedeur Sanders. What's the story?
Okay, so Tom Brady, right? So they asked, they're asking him various questions, and then one question was asked about Shedeur, right? That how he dropped to all the way to 5th round, and teams passed up on him, including his part owner, Raiders, that his ownership with you guys passed up on him too. Why? Because we can see the talents there, So Brady's like, look. I don't agree with this at all. I want to say, I don't get your take on it because you're a big Brady fan, but he's like, when I scored a touchdown, which I agree he did. When I scored a touchdown, I celebrated with the team. I celebrated with my offensive linemen. Because like everyone was part of that touchdown. I don't like QBs that when they score, they do, they point, they showboat, and that's not what I like. That's not what I do. And that's the reason why we passed upon Shedeur. We felt that he wasn't a team player. He was more of like, showboat, and it's all about him. And I don't agree with that is because I can find you clips when Brady scored.
Mm-hmm.
He has celebrated by himself. He has showboated. He has spiked that ball.
He gets
and to be honest, one of his Brady's favorite teammate was Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
And Gronk was never was a team celebration player. He was more of a
showboater.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, one of my favorite player, man, Josh Allen, he's a showboater, man. When he scores, He scores,
Even Lamar is also the same way.
I mean, I still don't really agree with that comment because, scoring touchdowns are hard in NFL, especially for a QB, because QBs don't really score touchdowns. They
Right.
run, here and there, they might score, but QBs average probably 10 touchdowns a year, maybe if lucky. But I really feel like him getting drafted 5th round was just stupid. He's talented. I'm surprised Brady even said that because, Brady should know that talent's talent, right? He could have went out and said that, look, we felt that,
He's not
he
ready or something else.
his character wasn't there, And
Right.
I do agree, teams should draft with character as well,
Yeah.
You don't want to draft just talent, you want to draft character guys, because especially if you're a QB in that department, you want to be a leader, right? In order to be a leader, you got to have a high character value person, right? And Brady could have went on that side of it, and instead of saying that, I don't like the fact that when a QB, he didn't really say Showdown, he just said when a QB scores, I hate when they celebrate by themselves and they think it's all about them. It's about the linemen, it's about the team. Everyone had a piece of that, which I agree they do, But come on, man, in that moment when you score a touchdown, the last thing you think about is worrying about your 5 offensive linemen, and you care about, damn, I just scored a touchdown, that could be my last touchdown of the season, like that. So he could have went with character. So what's your take on that, man?
No, I agree with you. I mean, Brady's really trying to justify why they didn't do it, specifically why Shador, but I watch a lot of Tom Brady games, right? He's my favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
And I know he does celebrate by himself, and he gets rowdy in people's face especially when they're down and people are talking crap the whole time. He gets really animated in the sidelines. So it's kind of what Shador does too. Shador, they're always the underdog whenever they play in college. So of course you can get hype when they're scoring 40 points against TCU or something like that. That's what they would do, right? He's hyped for it. I mean, again, it's a poor excuse. He should have gotten the more we don't think he's quite ready, or who we drafted, we feel pretty good about their potential.
Right.
And that's just what we're going to stick with. That just be very corporate about it. No need to say, oh, this is why, because what happens if their rookie quarterback goes out there and starts shouting at people and showboating? Are you going to kick him out now? Are you going to cut him next week? No, you're not.
Exactly.
And Pete Carroll, his own coach, is also very showboating himself.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say that too.
What are you talking about, man? I love Brady, but I think as he's retired, I think he's gotten a little too caught up with his own greatness that he has these really bad takes now. He's had some really bad takes recently. I think he even called Aaron Rodgers the greatest thrower of football of all time. He's had some bad takes, and this is another bad take. I honestly, he should have gotten a more corporate answer. Because
character.
Now everyone's gonna be I'll be looking at Raider game and be like, don't, and nobody celebrate. If you celebrate by yourself, I'm gonna call Brady out and be like, yo, Brady, that guy's celebrating, better cut him, because that's what you wouldn't draft players like that, right?
But not even that. He's a lead analyst for Fox.
Yeah, I know. There you go.
He's a lead analyst for Fox. He's a color commentator, dude. For that, dude, he's gonna paint the picture. What is he gonna do when Lamar Jackson or Pat Mahomes celebrate?
Yeah,
nope. Yeah, I did not do that.
We can't have that right now. We can't have this. I would never do that. We should never do that. No, it's not gonna happen.
And Tappers, you know how it is. I feel honestly, I know you're gonna laugh at me, but I think scoring a touchdown in NFL, it's like hitting a end of the quarter end of the quarter shot in NBA with 3-pointer or something very close to it, because you don't do that often. You don't get that opportunity to score. And touchdowns are hard to come by because not every week is given by who's going to score and how they're going to score, So it's just hard to come by, man. And some players might not see it. They might see one touchdown and that's it. And nothing else,
especially young players. You expect young players to be a little bit more animated, right? They're a little immature. I mean, look at Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams the same way in USC. He was freaking throwing up gang signs whenever he scored. That stuff happens, He still won #1 pick overall.
Seriously, man. Oh my gosh!
All right, let's get into some. Actually, we'll go start at the NFL season, right? So we already talked about. Let's get. We'll do predictions later, right?
Yeah.
But let's just talk about what we're looking forward to for the NFL. So, as far as, let's go division winners. I want to do this really quickly though. Okay. Sure. Division winners. We'll do early predictions because you're gone the next couple of weeks. Let's just start from the top and work our way from the bottom.
Sure.
Division winner for AFC East. You got the Dolphins, Patriots, Buffalo Bills, Jets. Who do you think winning it all, and who might be an underdog that you think could creep up?
So Buffalo Bills are going to take that division, but if a team's going to give them any type of, some type of, risk of losing that division is Jets. I do feel with
Jets
with Fields. Fields has so much to prove, man. Fields has so much potential talent that hasn't been unleashed yet, and at the same time, Jets still have good defense, and they still have Garrett Wilson, who I feel is a top 5 receiver in NFL right now. He might not be 1, 2, or 3, but he's definitely 3, 4, or 5. I do feel Garrett Wilson is entering. I think he's entering his 4th year, if I'm not mistaken. He will take that leap that Justin Jefferson did like a few years ago, where he was unstoppable, man. And he has a QB who can actually throw the ball now, And I do feel, like I said, Justin Fields, the QB for them, has not got a fair shake in Chicago, and whatever he went to Steelers afterwards, where he had to share time with Russell Wilson. He finally got back what he got, so he's gonna have like more of an Aaron Donald type of performance, like he did last year.
Man, I agree with you on the Bills, but my dark horse team in this,
don't say
my old team,
the
Patriots.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Drake.
As much as the players are not quite there, their coaching staff is crazy talented.
I like it. I like Mike Vrabel. I love Mike Vrabel. Actually.
Vrabel, right? They got defensive coordinator Terrell Williams, who is from the Lions side from last year.
I like it. I like it, man.
McDaniels, who's a terrible coach, but an excellent offensive coordinator.
100%.
Right. So they have the crew to make this work in terms of the coaching. So I think they will have the big, because I don't see Miami getting any better. Tua's Tua. He's going to be injured half the time, maybe even have 2 or 3 concussions. And I just don't know because Justin Fields looked really bad in the preseason. I don't know if he's going to turn it up, this year or not. And also the coaching is still not that much more improved than last year. They probably would have been better if Matt Saleh was still there. Yeah. But with the new guy, I don't really know. So
exactly,
I still think Patriots will be the dark horse. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they will have a significant improvement. So anybody besides, so do you think in this conference, besides the Bills, do you think the Jets potentially would make the playoffs? Wild card?
No. None of the teams I feel in this division makes a wild card, man. I think
the Patriots could.
Just might show early flashes of being good, but they'll drift off too. To be honest with you, I do like Patriots coaching staff though. I love Mike Vrabel. I was being a fan of Mike Vrabel. What he did in Tennessee, I know he didn't get a fair shot, but he did a great job when he first got hired, and he got that team to what
he turned it around, man. That team turned around too.
I think that team is the one that beat Brady, gave Brady his last loss as a Patriot, if I'm not mistaken, right? It was Tennessee team that gave Tom Brady his last. It was a divisional game, and Patriots were the favorite, and I remember Tennessee was a wild card team coming in, and I think they won that game, and that was the last time Tom Brady wore a jersey for New England, and he went to Tampa, if I remember correctly, back in 2019, I think. So
again, yes, that's why I think with Mike Vrabel, 2nd year now, they should be much more improved.
Yeah.
So I imagine they could be in the wild card. All right, AFC North. This would be a hot topic. Got Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Bengals. So do you think Steelers are gonna have that be as close as last year because they gave the Ravens a run for their money? You think the Bengals will improve because they were really underwhelming, or do you think the Ravens keep the title?
Man, I honestly, man, my heart says Ravens. My mind says Cincinnati, dude. I'm a big Burrow fan, and I do
win the division.
Yeah, man, because Baltimore always places fire, man. Baltimore is a type of team that is constructed to win the Super Bowl, the whole thing. They remind me of the Niners. They always have a great team, man. There's just something happening to them. There's always like last year they should have took the division single-handedly, and they kept Steelers in it. It's like, come on, man. Steelers were not that good last year, and so I mean, if I have to choose right now, just because I believe more in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase tandem over Lamar Jackson, Henry, and whoever receiver they have, Flowers, whoever they have. I don't believe too much of that. So I'm gonna take Cincinnati, and Baltimore will be right there with them. So
okay. So you think Cincinnati wins the division? You think Baltimore makes the playoffs?
Yeah. So yeah, Cincinnati, and then Buffalo makes a wild card. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I think Ravens secure it, and I think Cincinnati will make the playoffs. I don't see the Steelers getting any better. I know Aaron Rodgers is there now, but no, I think this is the year that Mike Tomlin has his first losing season.
That'd be crazy.
And the Browns are Browns. They're kind of a shit show right now. But hopefully Shador does play and make it interesting. But it's down to those two teams. I think it'll be a close one, but the Ravens will win it because the Bengals have no defense. Besides, they did sign the best defensive player, but besides that, they have nothing. Next up, AFC South, we got the Titans, the Texans, the Colts, and the Jaguars. Who you got here?
You gotta laugh at me, man, but I got Tennessee.
In the division. I agree with you.
I like Cam Ward, and then they also have veteran receivers out there, for him to play
with.
And
the defense, it looks pretty damn scary.
Yep. And I'm like I said, man, I'm not a fan of CJ, dude. I mean, he's on and off. He needs
what are you doing, man? CJ Stroud.
He's on and off, man. He needs the receivers. I like QBs who can do it.
Like every quarterback.
No, not really, man. Like, I mean, if you look at it, I'll be honest with you. Last year, Puka and Cooper Kupp were out like 8 games, and Rams Stafford managed to still beat teams like Anderson and them.
CJ Stroud.
No. But what I'm trying to say is that, like Brady, right? He won without any receivers. Like, don't be in love with receivers, man. Win it, like Josh Allen. Beginning of his career, he never had a good receiver. He still won games. So he did what he could. So,
but he's not in that class. So, like, he's
trying to be, but people make him out to be though. But people make him out to be though, man.
I mean, if people do, then they're crazy because he's nowhere near that class.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so you have the Titans, the same as me.
Yeah.
Anybody in there surprising? You think maybe?
I mean, Houston will be there. I mean, they'll be. If this division actually will be very close, and I think it will come down to whoever wins head to head more. And I do feel it's going to come down to Tennessee and Houston head to head more, and see who wins. Yeah. And so I do feel it's
no faith in Trevor Lawrence stringing around with Travis Hunter now.
Dude, Trevor Lawrence is over, man. I don't know why they even paid his ass. And then Indiana, it's in a hell ship with their QB situation. So no, I don't agree with that at all.
All right, I agree with you on both ends. All right, AFC West, we got the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, and the Chiefs. Let's see. I feel a hot topic, hot take coming over here. Go ahead.
This would be one of the first times that Mahomes not winning this division. Chargers are gonna take the division. Chargers will take that division. Yes. Second year with Harbaugh, and I love Herbert, man.
Yeah.
He's Justin Herbert. He's a flat out player, man. And he actually got Keenan Allen back. His guy, he's gonna be comfortable with. So I do feel. I want to say Clippers so bad because it says LAC on it, but Chargers, I think we'll take that division. I mean, obviously, Casey's gonna have that Super Bowl loss withdrawal again, and I feel like with what's his name, Kelsey getting engaged with all that drama, I don't even think they make the playoffs. To be honest with you.
Ooh, you think they'll miss the playoffs altogether?
Yeah, man, because there's too much going on.
The best
because
using this
because if you think about it, they have gone to back-to-back Super Bowls, right? Right, they gone back-to-back Super Bowls. They won. They lost the last one. There's always a hangover feel. When you lose, like usually teams who lose Super Bowl, it's kind of hard to even get back to that winning level, So I don't know what Mahomes can do with Magic, but what Magic does Mahomes have actually. I have no faith in his receivers. I know he has Xavier Worthy, and then I know Rashid Rice is suspended for first 6 games, which is not good. He's already injured last year. He was out for the whole season with the ACL. Now he's suspended for 6 games. Worthy he's not what I think he is, and then Kelsey is too much going to be in the honeymoon period with Taylor
he's definitely trending down,
and they don't have anybody else, man. To help Mahomes out there, man. To be honest with you, so I do feel that in that place, Denver's gonna challenge Chargers for the division.
Okay, so I don't have full loss of faith in the Chiefs. In my heart, I do want the Chargers to be the team that comes out on top. But the freaking Chargers always find a way to lose the worst games, man. Like they lose games that they are ahead,
Yep.
and in the last quarter they just find a way to lose.
Yep.
I hope that's not the case. Harbaugh is a damn good coach. This is a year where they get everything fixed. This is a year where Justin Herbert does not make stupid mistakes because he does have his boy back in Keenan Allen. You know, it's kind of like how the guy in Tampa Bay. He's just that he's just so dependable, and you need that kind of player.
Mike Evans.
So Chargers do win the division, and I do actually have the Chiefs making the playoffs, though, because they, no matter what happened, I still think Mahomes will find ways to win. Even last year, he didn't look very good, but that defense was just so dang good that it carried him into the playoffs. I think the same thing will happen again.
My two wild cards are going to come out of the AFC North, man. It's going to be Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. I guess the Chiefs for me and Bengal, yeah.
Yeah, for me it's going to be
Pittsburgh too, huh? So I guess the Patriots are out. Yeah, because it'd be Chiefs and the Bengals who should be making it.
Yep. So who you have? Who you have for AFC Championship? Let's go there then. Championship game, AFC Championship game.
AFC Championship. I will always choose this team because I want him to win so bad.
I agree with you.
Lamar Jackson and Baltimore Ravens. I want him to win. But
I was not going with Lamar.
Why I say that I want him to win by the team that will likely win and finally gets over the hump, and that is the Buffalo Bills.
That's what I thought you were going for in the beginning. So I agree with you, but I don't agree with you.
I'm being realistic. See, my heart says Lamar. Okay, I like Lamar so much. He has a team. But in the playoffs, just something happens to him. He just shuts down, just becomes a thrower, not that dynamic player that he normally is. And I think this year, because the Chiefs are not going to be where they are, I feel like the Bills finally have an easier path.
So you have Ravens and Bills in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
the Bills win.
So my championship game is going to be similar, but not Baltimore. Mine is going to be Bills and the Chargers.
The Chargers, okay.
Yeah,
I'm really much faith over the Bengals. You think the Chargers will be over Bengals?
Yeah, I do feel that. Actually, Bengals will knock off. Bills will knock off the Bengals. You know, the Chargers won't even have to face them. You know, but I do feel that. I'm a big Josh Allen fan, and like you said, man, if Mahomes not there, hopefully he gets over that hump and makes it to the finals, like Super Bowl.
He's gotten so close. That's the only thing. He's always gotten so close.
Heartbreak. Yeah. So I do have Bills just like you making the Super Bowl this year, man. So yeah, let's see what happens.
All right. Okay, let's move on to NFC. NFC East, we have the Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, and the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
You already know my pick here. Eagles win a division, Commanders second place.
Okay, so
in the playoffs.
I actually have Commanders win the division.
Okay. Oh, because the Eagles have a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, that, and at the same time, I do feel that it's hard to repeat. It's hard. I mean, Patriots are the only team that has repeated to win the Super Bowl, but it's also hard to repeat in a way where to have that type of record and make the playoffs. Usually, teams who even win or lose the Super Bowl don't even make the playoffs. I mean, Eagles will make the playoffs. They'll be it'll be close between Commanders and the Eagles. To be honest with you, and I do feel Commanders getting the experience under their belt and the momentum is there for them. I do feel Commanders will win the game, win that division by a game or so. Very close, very close. Eagles is right there, right behind them, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Eagles wins it, but one of the wild cards is going to come out of this team for sure. In my view, one of the wild cards for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, next up we got the NFC North. We got Bears, Packers, Vikings, Lions. You probably agree with me in this one too, but the Lions win a division. Packers are into the playoffs.
I agree with you. I have Lions win that division as well too, and I with Micah Parsons.
You think Packers will make playoffs?
I don't know if they're gonna make it, to be honest, with this distraction. Dude, tell me what I asked my brother this question. Tell me one receiver they have that you're scared of. One freaking receiver they have.
That's true. That's my thing.
Who the hell is Jordan Love gonna throw the ball to? Don't tell me Jacobs every freaking play. No. Like every
Or
year
wasn't
they
it
draft a
Christian
goddamn rookie. They
Watson?
have Matthew Golden or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They drafted this guy in the second round or whatever, third round, and they're very
They think
high
he's
on.
the next coming of Randy Moss is what
That's
they're
what
saying he is.
they're like. I mean, no,
He's all
dude.
right.
Who the hell he's gonna throw the ball to, man? Honestly, I have more faith in Minnesota with JJ throwing it to JJ. Funniest shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
JJ McCarthy, that's
Yeah,
his name,
true.
I think. Throwing it to
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, JJ. You know, I have more faith in that than freaking Jordan Love throwing the ball to Matthew Golden. Man, I don't know who the hell that guy is. I mean, yeah, he tore it up in preseason, but what the hell's gonna happen during the season when every team scouting report is that this is the only guy they're gonna throw the ball to, man. Robert Kraft is not that good, or whatever his Kraft or Tucker Kraft, whatever he's not Robert Kraft, Tucker Kraft. You know, he's not. I mean, he's not no freaking shit like Kelsey like a tight end. You know, so I have no idea, man. People are high on freaking Packers, to be honest with you. I don't think they make the playoffs. No, man.
All right, hey, that's not a bad take at all. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, and the Falcons representing the NFC South. Rather, this is tough. I think the Buccaneers still win the division because they're just that much better than everybody else. I think the Falcons give them a shot, but they're not that good. So Buccaneers solo division winners.
Same here, Buccaneers all the way through, man. The only thing that's gonna give them a like scare, like you said, is Falcons. To be honest with you,
yeah, Falcons. Yeah. All right. Last but not least, your favorite choice, which is the NFC West. We got the LA Rams, the Niners, Cardinals, and the Seahawks. I think the Rams win a division, and that's it. I don't think the Niners go into playoffs.
Man, dude, Niners have the easiest schedule, man. To be honest with you, looking at it,
I don't. They've gotten worse every year. I don't know how. McCaffrey, we don't know what he looks like now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do think Niners win the division, like I said. And this is the reason. The reason why I never have faith the Rams win the division, man, because they never freaking play their stars in the preseason. It takes them freaking 2 to 3 weeks to get acclimated.
They're a younger team now.
They're a younger team, but you have a freaking old ass QB with his back, just like freaking Parsons.
Yeah.
And so, I just don't know, like if Matthew Stafford's gonna be ready to go or not. How comfortable he's gonna be. So they're gonna struggle off the game. I do feel they're gonna be Houston the first week, but I don't know if what's gonna happen to them in that way. So I do feel Rams will make the wild card again and go from there, to be honest with you. And I do want to apologize. I forgot there's 3 wild card teams, not 2.
Oh, 3, okay.
Sorry, 3. So okay. So you can have your Patriots back in, and I do feel that Rams will be the wild card team. And since I kind of covered that, it's either going to be Minnesota or Green Bay making that other wild card team. So
yeah, so yeah, if there's 3, then the Niners will get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
who's your NFC Championship, brother?
NFC champs, it's got to be the Eagles.
Who's playing?
It's got to be Eagles against the Rams.
Whose house?
The Rams.
Yes.
There's just something about the playoffs. Sean McVay just becomes a different kind of coach. I don't know what it is. He just turns it on. He looks really suspect throughout the whole year. In the playoff, he just has a right game plan for every single team. If it wasn't for that one misassignment, the Rams could have been champs last year.
My NFC Championship game is going to be, which I really, really wanted to see and hoping for the past 2 years hasn't happened, is going to be the Rams traveling to Detroit. Matthew Stafford playing his last rodeo in the playoffs, taking it back to the Lions where everything started.
And then Goff getting his revenge against McVay.
He did already. He already got it 2 years ago. So now Matthew Stafford will get his revenge in Detroit, where the Lions haven't made the Super Bowl.
Be a dream matchup.
So I do feel it will be the Lions and the Rams, man. I don't, like I said, Super Bowl. We're gonna talk about this next. What the coach for the Eagles said, I have no faith in anymore with the Eagles. So, but yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, so I do think Rams will win that game and make it to the Super Bowl.
All right, so you have the Rams beating the Lions in the NFC. AFC, you have Bills. Let me guess, Rams winning it all.
Yes. And Matthew Stafford retires.
I have the Bills and the Eagles, and I have the Bills winning it all.
That's not bad. As long as Eagles don't win. Because I hate that. Go Birds.
I mean, yeah, God. Yeah, Eagles fans are honestly just so insufferable at times. It's just like
so annoying.
All right, so that's pretty good, man. I mean, that'd be a very entertaining year, honestly.
It would be.
And the best part is there's no Cowboy discussion, which is the best part. I love that.
Exactly.
No Cowboy discussion. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that name for the next 2 years at least. Please.
It's not gonna happen. They're not good enough at all, man. To be honest with you,
they're not doing anything.
They're not good enough.
All right. You actually had something said. So what did Sirianni say?
This is so disappointing, man. If you're an Eagles fan, man, you want this guy out of your goddamn team so fast, so bad. How do you not remember you won Super Bowl last year?
Oh.
How do you not know you won Super Bowl? Every freaking year, a Super Bowl winning team opens up the season opener. Every Thursday night or whatever game they're dating back. The Super Bowl team, everyone knows whoever wins the Super Bowl, they get the honors to open up the night. You know, with what? My wife can't even say the banner. Yes, NBA has the championship rings, but NFL does it differently where they have this, I think their ring ceremony, like I think 2 weeks in advance, I could throw a big party. They usually do that, you know, and give every player their rings at that time, you know, and reminisce about that year. But for sure, they raise the banner every single year.
Fans,
every North American sport. I don't want to talk about every single sport. Every North American sport, NHL, NBA, MLB, and NFL. Every freaking year, the team that wins the Super Bowl or championship, whatever, or Stanley Cup or World Series will have their banner hung the first freaking game. How does Nick Sirianni, cold face, straight up say that? Oh, I didn't know we're gonna hang the banner. Wait, what? That's a banner night? I'm not preparing my team for that. My team will be in the locker when we do that.
What?
Then what are you playing for?
Yeah, what?
What'd you play for then? What the hell did you play for? Why the hell did you have tears in your eyes at the Super Bowl when the national anthem was going? Because you're in that big moment, you know, you're there. Like, why did you even play for Super Bowl then, man? What are you playing for if you're not gonna cherish that moment of a banner getting hung for 2024, the world champion, the Philadelphia Eagles, and you don't know a banner is gonna be hung? What? It's a banner night? You really gonna say that to everyone out there?
How would that make the players and the fans feel if the players are not out there for that?
Bro.
What an idiot.
Like, I'll read you his direct quote, and I was dumbfounded, man. Like, I couldn't be any dumbfounded than what he said there. Where is it, goddamn quote? I even saved it too because I want to talk about this shit. Where did it go? Exact quote.
He said.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You have it.
He said, "I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that."
Oh,
direct quote.
How do you not know it's a banner night? This shit has been advertised for the past 3 months. The opening game is Cowboys at Philly. The opener, the banner night. Everyone knows the banner's getting hung. How do you not know that?
It's like the biggest brag for Philly because you're opening against the freaking Cowboys, your arch nemesis. They're coming to town, and are you gonna put up a banner in front of them? I was gonna blow them up by at least 20, and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I know Sirianni has his whole like dog mentality thing, whatever he calls it, but this is just another level of stupid. If you're not gonna appreciate all the stuff that your players did last year to win the championship and hang that banner and make sure they see it because that's the hard work they put into it. Like Kobe talked about banners is what we put in the Staples Center, and that's what he was always proud of. And the fact that if he ever missed it, he would have been pissed off because that he worked his ass off for it. Same with his players. And he's out there be like, no, we're better than that. Why wouldn't you see the banner? No, what? I don't know, man. He's an idiot. He always says these dumbass things. Honestly.
Even Kobe, like you sent me today, right? You sent me that thing today. Kobe even said, Lakers, playing for Lakers, we play for banners. We don't play for Western Conference banners. We don't play for playoff banners. We play for the World Championship banners. It's a huge thing, man. It's a bragging right. if you're Eagles fan out there, I know a few people who are Eagles fan, including your brother-in-law who's a diehard Philly fan. It should be a slap to his face. He cares about winning a Super Bowl. Apparently, your coach doesn't, man. Your coach doesn't give a shit about winning that Super Bowl, to be honest with you. So I don't want to hear any Philly fans saying we're the world champions because they don't give a shit about it. It's just another fucking game with us, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah, he's an absolute idiot, dude.
Yeah,
man. Hopefully you lose, dude. All right, what else we got? You want to go over week 1 real quick?
Let's do it quickly. Let's run through it. I'll keep track of it.
So first and foremost, we start off opening night. Of course, we said Dallas against Philly in Philly. Philly is now favored by 7.5 points. Who you got and by how much?
Damn, I actually got Dallas winning this game.
Wait.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
Close game? I got Dallas winning this game. It'll be close, man. It'll be a touchdown or less, so it'll be a touchdown game or maybe a field goal game.
All right. I will have to pick Philly here. I mean, it just makes sense to me. Like they can't lose this day.
Who knows, man? He might forget his game day. I mean, Sirianni might forget that they played.
I thought we would play Sundays.
We're playing on Thursday? We're opening?
Is that preseason? Why would I put my players out there? What? But no, I mean, I do have Philly. I don't think they win by 7.5. I think they win by 1 touchdown. It'd be a closer game because I think Dallas will be a lot hungry after all the stuff that happened. I think the players are finally ready to move on from it.
I agree.
So they will be ready and prepared. But I do think Philly will win this one. All right, Friday we got Kansas City at the Chargers, which potentially could be your division title game here. Who you got? Is KC's in town, and KC is favored by 3.5 points.
And that's in Brazil, and I have Chargers winning that game for sure.
Oh, that's right.
I have Chargers winning that game.
Yeah, I mean, without the crowd, I do give the Chargers the heads up. If it was an Arrowhead, I'd probably give them I would have given it to the Chiefs. But it's in Brazil. I give it to the Chargers here.
People are so mad because like it's a Chargers home game and they chose to travel.
Yeah,
sucks.
Yeah, but it's all right. I mean, SoFi, it's like it's always the other team that shows up anyways. Yeah. All right, we got Tampa Bay at Atlanta, and Tampa Bay is favored by only 2.5 points, which is surprising. Give me Tampa Bay here, dude. Easy.
Oh hell yeah, man! I got Tampa Bay too.
All right, and we got Cincinnati at Cleveland, and Cincy is favored by 5.5 points. Cincy all day, man.
Hopefully their defense show up. I have Cincy as well too, man.
Yeah, there's no way Joe Flacco is beating Cincinnati. You got Miami at Indianapolis. Indy surprisingly is favored by 1.5 points. Who the hell is trying? Oh, it's what's his name?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Oh yeah, give me Miami, dude. Give me Miami.
Hell yeah, man. Miami's in kidding me? That's not even a close game, dude. To be honest with you.
Yeah, no. All right, we got Vegas against New England. Tom Brady's team against his former team. Yeah. This is in New England, and New England is favored by 2.5 points. Give me New England. This is where the playoff run starts, baby.
You got me with the ending there,
Mike
man.
Ribble's going to be out there block and watch.
Oh, my God. Give me New England as well, too, man. But you cracked me up there, man.
Hell yeah, man. We got Arizona against New Orleans. Arizona is favored by 6.5 points. Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me Arizona. New Orleans may go 0-16 or 0-17 this year, dude. They're that bad.
Yeah, they're horrible, man. Give me Arizona as well, too, dude. Are you kidding me?
All right, we got this is an interesting one. Pittsburgh against New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers facing off against his former team at away game against in New York. Pittsburgh is favored by 2.5 points. Give me Pittsburgh though.
Yeah, me too. I like this one. I like this one for Pittsburgh.
This would be interesting though.
But they'd be hyped up.
Do you think he gets booed?
Is it New York?
Yeah, it's in New York.
Damn, man, he will get booed.
He get booed, right? Yeah, and after all the shit you put him through,
everything, all the drama, bro.
Oh man, I can't wait. Well deserved, by the way. Well deserved drama and hate. All right, we got New York at Washington. Washington is favored by 6.5 points. Washington all day, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Washington.
All right, Carolina against Jacksonville, a game that no one's going to watch in Jackson. This is going to be in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is favored by 3.5 points. Honestly, give me Jacksonville here. I feel like Travis Hunter may want to prove something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. This is a toss-up game, man. This is
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
the most
awesome.
boring game ever to watch. Carolina and
Yeah, no one's
freaking
watching this thing. All right, we got Tennessee against Denver. This will be interesting. At Denver, Denver is for about 8.5 points. I don't think it'd be that big of a blowout. Honestly,
No.
it's the largest spread so far this week. I mean, at Denver though, I guess give me Denver. It's at Denver.
A young team traveling to Arrowhead, bro. Not
Yeah.
Arrowhead, but like in Denver, obviously. But that's not gonna be well for them.
Empire
Man.
Field.
You might not breathe with Cam Ward, man. It'll be too hard to breathe.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
In high
It's tough to
elevation,
win
man.
out there.
Yeah, I got Denver in that one too, man.
All right, we got the 49ers against Seattle in Seattle. The Niners are favored by 2.5 points. Give me San Francisco here. Honestly, I think they'll win this one.
Yeah, Niners gonna win this one. It'll be a touchdown, a little more than a touchdown game.
Yeah. All right, contention for game of the week. This and another one that I'll talk about later. Detroit at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 2.5 points, surprisingly. But give me Detroit.
You know how I feel about Green Bay, man, with a receiving core. Give me Detroit all day.
Yeah. All right, you got Houston at SoFi in LA against Rams. Rams are favored by 3.5 points. Give me the Rams. It's easy.
Yep.
That's easy.
I mean, that shouldn't be any kind of thing, man. Rams should win this thing. Even with Garoppolo, they should win this game. So
exactly.
They're not lose that shit, man.
Because Houston has nobody to throw to. Like literally, everyone's injured. So
exactly, man.
All right, and then the game of the week potentially Baltimore at Buffalo. This can be at the Highmark Stadium. Buffalo is favored by only 1.5 points. Close game. I do agree to be that close. Give me Baltimore.
It's in Buffalo, bro.
Yep.
You know how I feel about
hungry, man.
You know how I feel about Baltimore Ravens and Lamar. You know, big games. You might have Mark Andrews dropping the ball again.
Oh my god, that was
he did in the playoffs.
Tough to watch, dude.
Well, the only two games we're gonna defer in is this game, which I'm going for Bills. You're going for Baltimore, and the season opener, which I feel Dallas are gonna win, and you think Philly.
Well, we don't know. It's Monday night game.
Oh,
let's see what we got here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Minnesota against Chicago, and Minnesota is favored by 1.5 points. This is in Chicago, Soldier Field.
Oh no!
Give me Chicago.
What?
I'm telling you, Caleb's got something to improve, man. He's got something to improve,
dude.
That defense is better. O-line's better receivers. I'm telling you, man.
Give me JJ Square, bro.
All right.
So games.
So now we got 3 games. So we could have if there's a tiebreaker, we'll have one for sure.
Are we still doing our $5 move on? Minus $5?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
What did you end last year?
You won with $5. I still won with $5, but yeah, it came close. $5 here and there, so it'll be fun.
Easy. All right, man. That's what we'll do. This is gonna be so freaking awesome. I cannot wait for football to start, dude. I'm watching every single game I can. Holy shit.
I'm excited, bro. It starts in 2 days, dude. 2 days.
Can't wait. Cannot wait, dude.
Damn,
all right, anything else you want to go over before we call it?
I wanted to go over this really quick.
Oh yeah.
Isaiah Thomas, the senior Isaiah Thomas, the legend, was with Draymond's podcast. And he made a comment about how KD saved the legacy of Steph, Clay, and Draymond, which I agree. And Draymond came back and said that, well, I feel that if KD didn't join Golden State, I don't think KD would win a championship, which I also agree. So both are right in the right situation, to be honest with you. I do agree that KD did save legacy for Steph and Draymond and Clay, because I don't think they would have won any more titles, to be honest with you. That team would have been broken apart right away, because I think Cleveland was still good, man. That team beat the 79 and whatever team, So if KD didn't join that team, I think Cleveland would have went back-to-back, and then they would have destroyed that team up, I think Draymond would have been gone, or something, And I do agree with what Draymond said, that I don't think KD would have won the championship if he doesn't join us either. So I do agree. What's your take, man? Quick, go ahead.
So remind me again, when KD went to the Warriors, was James Harden already gone by then?
James Harden gone where?
From the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
He was gone, right?
Wait, no, wait, hold on. Wait, when KD was there, no, they're all there together. KD, Russ, and Harden.
No. That's right. So the off season where KD went to the Warriors, that off season
Oh
was
no,
James
Harden
Harden
wasn't
already
there. No,
gone?
Harden was already in Houston for 2 years.
Okay,
Harden was,
okay.
yeah, he
So
was in Houston for 2 years.
because I was gonna say if the trio was still together, I would have said KD would have won a championship. But yeah, if it was just KD and Russ again running it back for another 3 years, yeah, they wouldn't have been winning. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with the fact that KD saved Steph's legacy.
I mean, guess.
LeBron's team was good, but they did also lose to the same Warriors without KD.
Well, that was injured, man. You gotta understand. No Kevin, no Kevin Love or Kyrie, man.
They could have won the next year if Draymond didn't get that bullshit call from
I
LeBron.
agree with that, but that's what I'm trying to say. But when they're both healthy, who won?
I mean, that 3-1 comeback, yeah, for sure. But
who won, right? When they're both healthy, who won? That's exactly what I'm saying. I agree with you. They met 3 times, right? Technically, without KD, they met 3 times. 1 year, they don't have Kyrie or Kevin Love, right? And they still took him to, I think, Game 5 or Game 6. And then the following year, what's it? That was the, I don't know what year was that. But then when they're both healthy, right? I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
But then after that, Cleveland was never healthy in the postseason. It was always so. Who was to say that was going to continue to happen? Where they were going to because when didn't LeBron get swept?
No, because Kyrie left, right? He got traded. I don't think Kyrie would have been traded then. To be honest with you, they would have won that year because they lost to KD right away. They lost to KD and Golden State right away. It wasn't even close.
Exactly.
After they won that championship, the next year they lost, and that's when that's when Kyrie got traded. That's when Kyrie got traded after that year. After KD joined that first year. So
I feel like Warriors would have continued, and they would have been not the same dominant Warriors, like easy to call like Warriors.
Save. Okay, I think what Isaiah Thomas was saying, like not Steph's legacy per se, but it was more like saving Steph, Draymond, and Clay's legacy together.
Yeah.
He's saying that if KD never joined, then Golden State Houston was really good, man, really really good. I think if it wasn't for KD, I think Houston would have beat Golden State without KD. To be honest with you, that was the series that I don't know if you remember, they were up 3-2.
Yeah.
You know, with Chris Paul and all them, they're stacked.
James Harden, what he does.
They're stacked, right? So if KD wasn't there, I think Houston would have beat them. To be honest with you, so what he's saying is that if that was the case, then I think that trio would have been broken apart, like legacy wise, you know.
So what do you think in between the two? So between the Warriors continuing the dynasty, or KD missing or not getting a chip, what's more likely to happen? You think the Warriors would have continued, or you think KD would have missed the playoffs or missed the championship?
Oh no, I know Warriors would have won the finals again because Warriors did in 2021. Because KD, he has been team to team, Brooklyn to freaking Suns to Houston now.
He was never gonna be the main guy as far as like the leader of the pack. He was always gonna be just let me hoop kind of player.
Well, I do feel they would have found a way to restack that team with Clay and Steph, and would have like probably offloaded Draymond and got another player in. I would have felt that for sure. But they won in 2021, so that kind of
Right, because that front office was so good about bringing in players that complement the two, Steph and Clay. So I think they would have been fine. But I think the likely choice would have been the without KD, the Warriors still would have won something, and they did win another championship after he left.
Exactly.
Versus KD likely winning championship, because if you say no, KC is not going to happen because Russwood is too much of an issue to win something like that, and then he can't win it by himself. So
I agree with you about that, man, completely. So I mean,
that's interesting though. I'm surprised that Isaiah even brought that up in front of Draymond. That's interesting.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, dude.
All right, man. Well, good, man. You are off to a very fun excursion in Europe, man. Holy crap.
So we will be off for 2 weeks, man. Next week and the week after. We'll do it the third week. We'll probably do it on the 25th or 26th, which is Thursday or Friday, when I come back. So we'll do it.
I'll get your take for week 2 as well. We'll do that like between you and I so we can see who's over 2 weeks that we do not podcast. At least we'll have that going, and then
100%, bro.
Obviously I'll be ready for my $10 because I'm always right about these things.
We'll see about.
But all right, well, you have fun there, brother. Until then, Brown Balls, we are out.
Damn.